In today's video, I am going to tell you how my wife kicked my ass in my first game of Warhammer 40k 10th edition. Hi, welcome back. My name is Ben. So let's get into it. The battle we had were with 2 combat patrol boxes. The way Games Workshop have set up this new edition is that you can just go into the store, grab a combat patrol box set, and just get started with the 2 armies you get in there. So that's what we did. We took my Votann, my Terry's Chocolate Oranges, led by Balon Hammerhelm, the name of my D&D character, and the Orcs led by Grimfist. Just made that up. It's Grimfist. Now this is my first game of 10th edition and I played my wife Janice. She was in control of the Orcs because she says she just loves how much they just want to run in and fight. Don't know what that says about her, but anyway, moving swiftly on, we played a very stripped back version of 10th edition. We didn't play with a couple of the rules that just make the game a little bit more complex than it needs to be if you're just starting out. So we didn't have stratagems. Stratagems are these extra special abilities that your army can do. Now there's some general ones and then there's some specific ones to your army. It makes the game a little bit more dynamic. We kept it very simple. We didn't have stratagems, we didn't have secondary objectives, we just played with primary objectives, and then we also didn't have enhancements. We didn't have any enhancements on our heroes. So the game went, I messed up. I messed up really badly. I basically put my objective, which I had control over where it went, in the wrong building. So yeah, I didn't have that command point the entire game. I think I had it for 1 turn and then I moved the units off. So that was my bad. That was an absolute rookie error, which I don't know what happened there, but that happened. Janice then pushed through with the Orcs, which is what they do, and held the middle of the board. I did hold it for a moment, but then she was just able to outnumber me on the objectives with the amount of models she had. So it ended up being a pretty decisive victory to the Orcs on command points. What did I learn from this game? 10th edition is a lot slicker than 9th edition. I did have some experience playing in 9th edition. My experience was limited, and the one thing I did notice is it was extremely overwhelming. 10th edition seems to have folded in a lot of the aspects that made it complex as hell, and have made it a lot more streamlined, which I'm a big fan of. So it did feel a lot more intuitive and a much easier way to introduce a new player. So I'm a big fan of that. Well done. The Votann, I wanted to see how much the Votann had actually changed from the previous edition I had kind of started to play with them in, and this one. Votann are durable, they're supposed to be dwarves, they're supposed to be hardy. With that, their toughness is a little bit better than most other armies' toughness, which really helped against the Orcs because the strength of their weapons weren't quite what the toughness of my dwarves were. So it made them a lot harder to shift off the board, which was good. So they are a very durable army, which is great for me to know going forward. So there's a guy on YouTube, he did a poll of which army is faring the worst in 10th edition, and you guessed it, Votann are pretty much at the bottom. Yay! If you'd like to see me take a little bit more of a deeper dive into the Leagues of Votann in this new series, please let me know. Just drop a comment in the comments below. If you haven't liked the video already, by the way, just hit that wee like button. It would mean a lot. The other thing I really liked about 10th edition is the fact that it was so easy to kind of pick up very quickly. Everything was where it needed to be. The thing that I found out about 9th edition was it felt like you have to have about 6 sheets in front of you just to move 1 unit. It just felt really overwhelming. So I'm really, really excited about this. I learned a lot of things about the Votann that I'll definitely change in my next game. But ultimately, I had a lot of fun. Janice and I had a lot of fun playing this, and that's exactly what this is for. That's what I'm doing this for. This is a hobby. I enjoy it. Yeah, it was a cool thing to share with her, and unfortunately, handed me my first L straight out the gates. So if you haven't subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button. Hope you have a bloody marvelous day. I'm out. Who's this handsome fella? You just sitting behind me that entire time?